Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play You Don't Know Jack Mach 2.
How many people will we play? A single player.
Again,
Excellent.
only me.
The game is played as follows. If you think you are familiar with proper gameplay, superb. The game will
How many episodes have I played now? I mean, total.
Coming at you, infant linguistics. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Okay, now, since this is our babies episode, I figured we'd start out with a really easy one for you. Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
As long as they're other people's,
okay,
they're
ready?
fine.
Which of these words has its origins in baby talk? Voodoo, shampoo, tutu, or... sorry, I drooled on myself a little. Or dodo.
Origins in baby talk.
Sure, babies are always talking about Haitian religions combining elements of the Roman Catholic Church with West African tribal beliefs. Drives me nuts. You want to see what the smart money says? The word tutu comes from French baby talk for butt. Well, actually, the full translation from the French is, put this on your butt and dance around on your toes like a ninny. Next, I got who, babe? Get this one right, you get $1,000.
But you don't got
now,
me.
Your question. If Sonny and Cher had written I Got You, Babe about Paul Bunyan's Babe, what line would follow, they say our love won't pay the rent? With a new car, I hope there ain't no dent. With your barking, the mailman will relent. With a big blue ox, I don't miss a cent. Or, with this huge hat, we don't need a tent.
Babe the Big Blue Ox.
Paul Bunyan's big blue ox was Babe. So, the line would be, with a big blue ox, I don't miss a cent. Though it's hard to believe you'd miss the scent of an ox, blue or otherwise.
Would you bathe it regularly?
I call, why all babies look like Manuel Noriega. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Forward march. Suppose obstetricians... Hey, when was the last time I was at an OB, okay? Suppose they're hired to widen the entrance to the Panama Canal. If they widen it the same way they widen the entrance to the birth canal, what procedure would they perform? Are you kidding? Look at this list. This one, this one, this one, or this one?
Yeah.
The Panama Canal would receive an episiotomy. Thank you very much. Which, of course, is the surgical procedure for widening the vaginal opening during childbirth. It's not a very common procedure. Usually they only perform one when somebody gives birth to a big blue ox or something.
You gotta make room for the horns.
The category is, I think my gap is dilated.
And I think everybody just clinched when I said that too.
Look at this. See, I should have put money on it.
I did.
I knew we weren't going to be able to get through a babies episode without talking about those freakish baby Gap stores. Ah, well, here we go. If the Gap opens an unborn baby Gap store, which of the following items would you most likely find in the embryo section? Jumpers marked 0 to 8 weeks, jammies marked 8 to 12 weeks, bonnets marked 12 to 20 weeks, or bibs marked 3rd trimester.
Oh, when is it an embryo?
No, afraid not. And here's a tip for you. Most babies won't really need jammies in there. If memory serves correctly, it's pretty warm and cozy already.
I wonder.
For the curious, here's the right answer. An embryo is only an embryo for the first 8 weeks of pregnancy. After that, you're going to have to shop in the fetus section.
I wonder if that was the inspiration for their...
Okay, listen up. I'm going to give you an event.
What was it called? The one where they gave babies like...
You can call this when it happened.
I'll remember it later. But it was the prize in the 2011 You Don't Know Jack.
Talk to you about how babies are made, okay? So, put your feet in the stirrups and consider this big event. Conception occurs. Now, think back to when you were conceived and tell me if this is something that usually happens before conception, afterwards, or does it never happen at all?
That kind of has to happen before. That's a while after conception. That is alcohol? Okay. It's a name for something I don't remember right now. Climax usually happens much earlier. Well, he could visit. Cradle is filled. Come on.
That's all she wrote. Let's see what it does for you. Well, you showed that one a thing or two, huh? Let's take a look at your overall score now. Okay, come on now. Back to work.
I don't remember what call is. I'm guessing that's something around the water breaking and
theme restaurants in Eden. You get this one, you pocket $2,000.
It's been a long time since those
when
classes.
God made Eve, he took a rib out of Adam. That must have sucked. Imagine Adam orders a replacement from the place with that baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs jingle. Which restaurant chain will he call? Chili's, Hooters, Chi-Chi's, or Bennigan's?
Yeah.
If Adam wants some of those baby back ad nauseum ribs, you better ring up Chili's. He also may want to consider replacing that fig leaf on his groin with a wet nap.
You put the wet nap over the fig leaf.
The category's gonna be, this little piggy is gonna get cured and smoked. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Boy, I gotta tell you, all that talk about ribs has made me kinda hungry. Oh, what I wouldn't do for a nice, juicy, pulled pork sandwich with... Hey, have you seen that movie Babe, Big in the City? Because poet Carl Sandburg called it Hog Butcher for the World. Which city should Babe avoid? Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, or Chicago? Green Bay, huh? No, that's the city Chuck E. Cheese should avoid. Here's the one the winners pick. In his poem titled Chicago, my close personal friend Carl Sandburg affectionately calls the city of Chicago the hog butcher for the world.
Hey, Billy, this here pig talks. Well, save the tongue. We can charge extra. Gets it.
Well, you know, I thought Green Bay Packers, meat packers.
I'm calling this one. I'll give you something not to cry about. You get it right, you get $2K. All right, now you know that Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo, right? That promises no more tears? Hell, maybe you still even use it. If you really want to make sure that your child has no more tears, what should be removed? His lacrimal glands, his sebaceous glands, his adrenal glands, or his salivary glands?
Yeah.
The lacrimal glands are the thingies that secrete tears. Can you imagine, though, if you really did take away your child's ability to cry? They'd grow up to be a cold, heartless creature with not even a shred of human emotion. Better start saving for law school, huh?
That was the easy joke.
9.
This one's called Coming Soon to a Diaper Near You. How does $2,000 sound? See what you can do with this one. Imagine an Arnold Schwarzenegger film called The Perambulator. Which line would you expect him to utter in the movie? Hasta la fetus, baby. I'll be incubated. I'm going to breast pump you up. Or, I eat other baby carriages for breakfast. I'm going to suck you dry. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? A perambulator, better known as a pram, is a baby carriage. Now it is payback time. Okay, one more time around the block, and then it is payback time. Okay, stretch yourself out.
Obviously, I've never heard that term before.
Here's the category for your dis or dat. Nasty baby teeth. All right, well, someone's done this before. Here's your 30 seconds. Dracula, Embryology, Blastula, Blackula, Morula, Duckula, Rockula, one more, Gasula.
Never heard Morula.
Only one
At least I don't
wrong. Pretty damn good,
recall it.
cowboy. Let's put that into your total.
I do not recall Morula.
There you go. Good job. That's all you're getting out of me. Come on,
Been
let's
a
go.
very long time since I've studied, you know, fetal development.
Coming at you. Won't you tell me how to get to the Supreme Court? $1,000 if you get it. Hey, you know how episodes of Sesame Street are brought to you by a certain number or letter, right? Well, If instead of the letter M, a Sesame Street episode were brought to you by Baby M, what would you expect to learn about during the show? Surrogate motherhood, infants switched at birth, test tube babies, or little girls falling down wells?
Baby M.
I could have sworn that. No, please, no.
I have to switch to birth.
I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. In the much-publicized 1987 case, surrogate mother Mary Beth Whitehead fought to keep her baby, known back then as Baby M. Of course, in the end, the whole thing turned out to be a hilarious mix-up involving a baby W who had been dropped on her head.
Okay.
Next, put a cork in what? And this one's going to be worth $3,000. Okay, time to prove that you weren't dropped on your head as a baby. See if you can complete the following analogy. Wine bottle is to cork as uterus is to mucus plug, placenta seal, menstrual cap, or sphincter.
Well,
Cork seals a wine bottle, at least on the good ones, and a mucus plug seals the opening of the uterus during pregnancy. Yeah, my mom still got her mucus plug from when she had me. I remember for a while we thought it was my twin brother. Called him Corky, played ball with him, shared a room with him.
13.
Here's a little something I call Booty's Call. And this one's worth $3,000. Okay, so you know how some people take their baby's first little booties and like hang them from their rear view mirror? If you were to hang little baby boots from your rear view mirror, who would be swinging in your windshield? A porn star, a Haitian dictator, a Roman emperor, or a pope?
little baby boots.
Well, you're thinking of Baby Doc. You know, that guy who was given a whole country to play with instead of little army men.
Yes, I am.
Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. Little Baby Boots was the nickname of the Roman Emperor Caligula. He'd give your car that drunken orgy smell.
Ugh.
14.
The category is kids that literally are the bomb. $2,000 for correct answer. Get the wax out of your ears. It's question time. Which of the following would not make a baby boom baby go? A nitroglycerin nipple, an ammonium nitrate rattle, a glycerol pacifier, or some trinitrotoluene mashed peas?
Well, I don't recall glycerol being explosive.
Glycerol is not an explosive. It's like this syrupy alcohol stuff. Yeah, I know. You shouldn't be giving booze to babies. But hey, if you get them started early, just think of all the peer pressure you're saving them from.
Think of how much more popular they'll be. At least for a while.
Well, you've a little edgy, aren't we? I thought someone switched to decaf. Here, try this clue. Yeah, baby.
Tiny white flowers. Candy bar. Baby Ruth, where is it? U2 album. Octoon, baby? Wasn't it? Small piano, baby grand. Whiner, crybaby. Dumb car sign. What was the point of those baby on board car signs? It's like, yeah, that's really going to make me drive more carefully seeing your freaking sign. R&B producer.
Sweet mercy, you're like some kind of...
The only good part of the episode for me was that.
That does it! Well, you did great, but then again, how hard can it be to win against yourself? Find some competition, and then you'll see... You don't know Jack!
I'm pretty sure that episode showed me I really don't know Jack. But anyway, time for me to call it quits for this video. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'll see you back next time for more. Until then, take care.
If you would like to play
Enjoy the commercials, will ya?
On The Bachelor Chefs, the theme is macaroni and cheese.
Ah, I see the Bachelor Chef is preparing his macaroni and cheese using a zesty white cheddar mix.
Yes, and what's this? He only uses half the recommended amount of milk?
Fascinating.
The challenger is seasoning his macaroni and cheese with pepper and a dash of leftover Tabasco sauce.
The smell is extraordinary.
Who will win this battle?
The Bachelor Chef's macaroni and cheese did not boil too long. It is not mushy.
The dish is creamy, but not too rich, or a buttery goop.
The challenger's macaroni and cheese, it is a bit runny, perhaps too much milk.
Yes, he should have allowed it to sit for a few minutes.
Next time on The Bachelor Chefs.
No spanking the monkey during the season, squirt!
How many times did I hear that? Hi, I'm Hawks quarterback Rusty Grew, and I'd like to tell you doing it with yourself is okay. It's easy, fun, and you don't need any special shoes. It's the best thing I know for the pregame jitters. Cool and in control, Rusty Grew throws for over 400 yards! Treat yourself right. Masturbate before practices and games, and you'll be a winner too.
Do you like steak?
Mm-hmm.
Do you fancy yourself a conquistador?
See?
Then come on down to Uncharted Steaks, the restaurant for today's modern explorer. We take only the finest steaks and hide them in the restaurant. It's your job to find these steaks and claim them in the name of taste. But beware, many dangers await you on your mission.
I took a blow dart in the neck, but it was worth it for that juicy steak.
An ornery king beheaded my husband, but hey, what a steak!
My daughter was eaten by a lion. I gotta tell you, that was a great steak.
So come on down to Uncharted Steaks and claim some steak in El Nombre de Gusto.
Hi, I'm Patrick L. Bender, children's attorney at law. Do the other kids hate you? Do they pick you last in gym? Do they call you fatty, hamburger patty? Let's be honest, kids can be cruel. But thanks to new legal loopholes, you don't have to take it anymore. Just listen to one of my clients.
Yeah, Jean wouldn't trade her bologna for my tuna, so I sued her good.
I'll help you stand up for your rights with teachers, too.
Mrs. Green was always calling on me in class, and I took her to court, and she was crying, and now she doesn't come to school anymore.
Call me, Patrick L. Bender, at 555-KIDS for a free estimate. That's 555-KIDS. Remember, even though you can't spell litigious, you can still take the law into your own grubby little hands.
Derek Carling was a modern-day prodigy, adding flavor to a bland world.
Derek was able to hear a song just once and then hum it all day. You wouldn't even realize he was doing it. It was like he brought this invisible happiness to our home.
I don't like any kind of music. Classical, rock, jazz, you name it, I don't like it. But Derek, somehow he made it all sound pleasant.
In a background music industry that demanded ubiquitous instrumental medleys, Derek Carling found success immediately.
Derek was a genius. I mean, no one can make shoppers shop longer or workers work harder.
At his height, you couldn't go anywhere without subconsciously hearing Derek's stuff.
Oh, he had groupies.
Until Derek's ego drove him into a nightmarish descent filled with booze and drugs.
He went from audio architect to audio autocrat in about the blink of an eye. He crashed and burned good.
Tonight, Derek Carling's 15 minutes of inharmonious infamy on Behind the Muzak.
Wow.